hottest, but at the same time, the coldest podcast on earth, the Cuss and Discuss podcast. If you enjoy listening to thought-provoking, intellectual, adult conversation, then the Cuss and Discuss podcast is for you. Check us out. It's your man Barry the Alpha Male Wallace. We got Lori Fearfully Made Wallace, and we got my man JJ. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Y'all ready?
We are ready.
Yeah, we ready.
We ready.
Cuss and Discuss back in full effect. Hope everybody had a good week.
We're not quite full. We're not quite.
Yeah, we kind of like half full, huh?
Yeah, we're not all the way there, but we're gonna do what we can without Miss Lori this morning.
Right. It's just me and Jay today, so we're gonna bring a special edition for y'all today called Man Talk.
Man issues.
Yeah, y'all need this shit because y'all be out here acting a damn fool.
Here we go already.
But anyway, I'm gonna hit y'all off with some news.
Here we go. News we can use.
Yeah, you can use. Y'all, what's going on with Antonio Brown?
Uh-oh.
Antonio Brown posts pics of bank account showing that he got some money. Okay, Antonio, we know you got money. You know, he going to Twitter begging the Patriots to bring him back.
Is that what he did?
Yeah. He's saying, hey, y'all might as well play me. Y'all got to pay me.
Wow.
Which is true, but they ain't got to play you, though.
No, they ain't got to play you. They don't need you.
No, they don't even need him. They just released another receiver.
Yeah.
Josh Gordon.
Yeah. They don't need you.
If it's one team that proved they don't need your ass, it's the New England Patriots. I don't know why Antonio Brown, he just played himself right out of the league, I believe. There's people saying that he will never play again. I don't know about all that.
I don't know about that either.
I hate when they try to predict that shit.
That's true. I think it's enough desperate teams out there. I'm thinking of the New York Giants in particular.
Oh yeah,
there's enough desperate teams out there that would be more than happy to pick up Antonio Brown. But why he posted his bank account? Actually, I thought that was a money market account or whatever you want to call it. But an investment account. But why you would brag about that? Isn't he going through some type of lawsuits or something with these females and these allegations?
I believe it's 2 women that he's sexual assault abuse or harassment or whatever.
And now you want to tell everybody how much money.
And now you telling people you got the money to pay him.
Yeah, he might not be right in the head. Something might not be right.
Something ain't right with him.
Yeah.
Something ain't right, man.
Interesting.
Wow. In other news, your girl Monica says never blame another woman for a man's infidelity. What you think about that, Jay?
Never blame another woman for your man's infidelity.
Right.
I would agree with that to a point, but I would also say that women have power.
Yeah, they got power.
And they have power over males that have not yet arrived to manhood. And if you approach the right guy and he has not yet arrived to manhood, he gonna take you up on it.
I mean, you can be a real ass man, and the women got power.
They got power,
even over a real man. On his worst day.
Okay.
On
I
his
put it
worst.
like this: you can't keep coming at him.
Right.
Okay. One time he can shoo you off.
Yeah.
But you can't keep coming at him over and over. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree with that.
All right.
But I guess I don't know. I don't know if Shannon Brown cheated. Shannon Brown was the man that she was married to.
Okay.
Shannon Brown used to play for the Lakers.
Right.
They got a divorce.
Right.
Nobody said why, but it just seemed like that. I don't know. It just seemed like Monica is one of those women that, I'm trying to be nice.
This is Cuss and Discuss now.
It just seemed like she has trouble with the male species. Okay. I'm just going to say that.
Okay.
They made a great couple, though. I sure hated for them. I don't know why it couldn't work out, but even if he did cheat, at this point in the game.
It couldn't work out.
I mean, at this point in the game, as long as they've been together, I don't know why some people think that cheating is the end all. Yeah.
Wow.
I can think of a lot more deal breakers than cheating.
Wow.
Shit.
Wow. For a woman, generally speaking, she can sometimes deal with that and try to work through it.
Right.
Can a man do the same?
I don't know if a lot of men could, because we're territorial, and when you find out another man has been up inside
Wait. No.
I don't know, Jay. What's a deal breaker for you?
Cheating.
Cheating is a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Give me another one.
You got to go. Deal breaker. Cheating.
Cause one of my deal breakers is if she got ugly hands. If you got daddy long leg ass hands.
Wait.
That's a deal breaker for me.
That was a deal breaker when you met her.
Right.
Okay. But not in a marriage.
Oh yeah, in the marriage.
What's a deal breaker in a marriage?
A deal breaker in the marriage. A deal breaker in the marriage is, you know what?
Infidelity wouldn't be one?
It depends on what kind of infidelity.
You're a real man.
It depends on, because it might not have been sex. You know, there's emotional cheating, then there's sexual cheating, then there's
okay.
Oh,
I see where you're going.
We kissed and that was it. Cheating. You know, I mean, there's, I don't know.
So if your wife, man, kissed another man,
just a kiss.
I ain't talking about no daddy-daughter kiss. I ain't talking about no friendly peck on the cheek, kiss on the forehead. I ain't talking about that kind of kiss.
Right.
I'm talking about your wife kissed another man. Is that a deal breaker?
Talking about the kind of kiss that make the poom poom jump.
Because see, the reality is that kiss wasn't a oops. That was some stuff that led up to that kiss. We were already emotionally evolved.
Yeah.
If we got to the kissing point.
We act like it's a oops, but
oh no, ain't no oops.
That energy, you've been reading it, you've been receiving it.
There you go. There you go. Powerful.
You know, infidelity, it is a deal breaker, but you know, I'm the type of man, I'm willing to.
Wow. And
I'm saying this without it happening.
Right.
Because
right. I agree. You never know.
I'm calm right now.
Right.
I'm you know, it hasn't happened.
Well, put it like this: I'm insecure.
She can't look at another dude, huh?
Listen, I can't handle it. No, that you won't do in my household. And here's my promise to you: I won't do it either.
Right.
So therefore, we can lay down every single night and know that ain't nobody gone there.
Right. Because if I ain't doing it, your ass better not do it.
Oh my God.
Shit. In other news, 3 to 6 million U.S. black women can't find a husband or a boyfriend. And this, you know,
that breaks my heart, man.
They say that it's 42% of black women that's single in America today that's not married. And it's gotten so normalized that now black women are becoming comfortable with being single. And I know what the Bible say. The Bible doesn't say that a woman has to have a man.
Right.
The Bible says a man has to have a woman.
Right.
But when the rate is that high, it's really alarming for me.
It's no good for the community.
It's not good. It's not good for the children.
That's it. I agree.
And I just, I don't, for all my black women out there that's single, I don't want you to be, I hope that you're not comfortable with being single for the rest of your life, or comfortable with just having that booty call. I saw a woman coming outside the other night. It was 11:45 and she had some booty shorts on. And it was 40 degrees outside, and I was like, that's a booty call. Because if it's 40 degrees outside and you coming outside to the car with a bonnet on your head and some booty shorts, you just going, you know, that's straight. I already know what that is. You better not come over here unless you got them shorts on. That's what he told her ass.
Wow.
But I you know, it's a sad statistic, and it goes. That's why we having man talk today, because that's one of the things we want to discuss.
Exactly.
Why are men failing so much? Why are men failing women so much? And before I transition out of the news, I want to bring up something to y'all.
Uh-oh.
So I brought this. This is called CMOS. Okay, because they did. I saw a Facebook post the other day talking about the restaurants that received a A or a F grade.
Okay.
As far as using antibodies in their food. Okay, and let me. Should I do this, Jay? I mean, we want sponsors. Maybe I should. I don't know. But let me just say, there are a lot of restaurants out here, y'all, that ain't, they charging y'all $30 for their plate, but they feeding y'all some bullshit. When it comes to antibiotics, the type of food that they're using, how clean the food is, the free range. Chipotle got an A+. Let me just put it out there.
Wow.
And that was the only restaurant that got an A+. Now, there are some other restaurants that got A's and B's. Panera Bread was one of them.
Okay.
But y'all can guess. Y'all know these fast food restaurants that y'all like to take y'all kids to. You know what I'm saying? I think Chick-fil-A got a B, which is okay, which is pretty good. But y'all, we need to stay away from these fast food restaurants.
I saw that post you did on Cuss and Discuss earlier.
Yeah.
About that food that's been around for 10 years and it has not degraded yet.
Yeah.
Still the same.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse, I'm just going to say. Mickey Mouse, y'all need to stay away from his ass. I'm just going to say that. But this is called sea moss, and I got this from fruitsandroots.com. That's roots with a Z. Fruits in the letter N, fruits in the letter N, roots with a Z at the end.com. This is sea moss. And if you ever watch Dr. Sebi's videos, he talks about sea moss. My man Shaka Bars on Instagram, what's up? This is who turned me on to it. It's real healthy for you. It's an anti-inflammatory. It gets rid of mucus out of the body. And like Dr. Sebi said, mucus in the body is what starts disease in the first place.
Really?
Yeah. It's mucus in the body. That if there's no mucus in the body, a disease can't be born. This is what Dr. Sebi says. So this gets rid of the mucus in your body. It comes like this. No, they didn't get it out the damn ocean. They grew it somewhere else, but it's real sea moss. And you let it soak for 24 hours in spring water. And then
you mean bottled water?
It has to be, because you got spring water, you got distilled water.
Okay.
You got that tap water they selling y'all ass. Some of these water companies, they it's just tap water. I ain't gonna name them, but y'all know who they are. You should. And then you got purified drinking water.
Right.
But you want to get, for some reason, they want you to use spring water.
Okay.
And it'll say spring water. You get that. Don't use the alkaline water, spring water. You let it soak for 24 hours. Okay. And then you rinse it. Rinse it 2 or 3 times. And then you put it on the stove in a pot with some water, and you let it boil for about 10, 20 minutes. And then after that, you blend it, and it becomes this. It becomes this right here. It turns into a gel-like substance. It becomes a gel. And what you do is, it becomes a gel after you keep it in the refrigerator. After you blend it, after you boil it, you blend it, you put it in a Pyrex pan, glass pan with a cover, with a lid. Make sure it has some type of lid on it. For 24 hours in the refrigerator, it gets cool and it turns into a gel. Then the next morning, you take 2 tablespoons of the gel, add it to 1 cup of water. You put it in the blender, or if you got one of them Ninja mixer things or whatever, and you mix it up, and it becomes liquefied again, and you just drink it. But some women have said that they put this shit on their face as the gel. It's good for your skin. It's a natural, they say it's a natural Botox. So y'all might want to check it out. It's sea moss. I'm into the health thing.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I got some.
You've said some strange stuff to me over the years. Yeah. No, I'm just joking. Yes, you are into the health stuff.
But he got some more stuff on there. Again, fruits in the letter N, roots with a Z.com. Y'all go check it out.
Cool.
Okay.
It's a lot of stuff online about that sea moss.
There's sea moss and soursop. I got the soursop tea at the house. Okay. I drink it every morning.
Okay.
So soursop is known to kill cancer cells and to prevent cancer. But I I want to ask everybody in challenge, how much money have you spent this year on your health? And if your ass is sitting at home saying, damn, I ain't spent $2 on my health, then you might need to check this out. You know, take your vitamins. Don't wait till you get old to start taking vitamins. Don't wait till you get old to start taking care of yourself. Spend money on your health. All right.
That's a good point, man. I'm gonna have to think about that. Can I count the vitamins in my collard greens?
Shit. Hell no, cause your collard green. Hey man, collard green. Hey, wow. Them collard greens ain't nothing healthy about them collard greens. They good though. Them collard greens go hard, man.
Oh, wow.
But we're gonna transition. All right. Well, here it is. We're gonna jump right off into it.
All right.
Cuss and Discuss podcast. It's your boy JJ Barrett, the Alpha Male Wallace, and we coming to you with man talk. Women, y'all can watch too. This
Absolutely.
ain't just for the men.
Absolutely.
Because we discussing y'all a lot in this. And you know, after so many reports that have came out about, first of all, let me just get this out of the way right quick. What the fuck going on with Tank?
That's interesting.
Did you hear what Tank said, Jay?
I heard what he said. And I'm trying to believe that it's not true. I mean,
he said it. He said,
do we have to repeat it? Do we have to repeat it?
I gotta repeat it. We wasn't here last week, but I gotta jump on this. This is some straight bullshit.
Oh man.
He said if a man performs oral sex on another man, it doesn't make him gay. No wonder men are failing in America today with some thinking like that. He said, well, if you try it once and, you know, maybe you don't know if you liked it, maybe you should try it again. What, bro?
You mean he tried to explain it?
He tried to explain it.
Wow.
Me and my wife was having a conversation. She asked me, she was like, well, what if you are... is it possible for a man to be turned on by another man sexually? Well, what if you didn't know it was a man? Well, what if you were in a dark room? I said, baby, I check this out.
Turned on?
This is what this does. It opens up the door for all this trivia. Wow. For all this trivia that don't make no damn sense. Because first of all, if I'm in a dark room, if I'm in a party and I'm in a dark room, you know how you go in that room and throw your coat on the bed, everybody threw their coats in the room. If I go in a dark room, and it's a grown-ass man sitting in that room, I can feel masculine energy when I enter that room. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if I go in a room and it's a woman in there, I can feel feminine energy. I know the difference between masculine and feminine energy. Look, I'm not going to allow myself or open the door or be open to the fact of being turned on by another dude because I'm not gay. Now, it's too many men in society that's following this bullshit trend about, well, hey, let's just be a little bit more feminine. It's so many dudes that's being feminine in society. No wonder it's 42% of black women, or all women probably, in America that's single. Y'all want to be them. Y'all want to be them. Who they supposed to be with? I mean, I don't understand, Jay. I don't know.
Well, that's a valid point. I hadn't thought of it quite like that. I talk to a lot of females on the daily basis, and my heart goes out to females.
For real, man.
Some ladies get offended by that because this equal rights and women lib and I can do it all by myself movement is powerful. Women feel like they don't need a man. They choose not to be with a man, and but the reality is, for the vast majority of women out there, in between a man being gay, a man having commitment issues,
right?
A man having a whole slew of kids, credit issues, job issues, criminal issues. Who in the hell's left to pick from?
I mean, This is what I told my daughter, because we had a talk. We had a conversation the other day, and she was just like, because I was, she's a senior in high school, and I was like,
Right.
baby, you ain't got a boyfriend yet. And she was like, Daddy, no. These dudes up at the school, you and mama, y'all done taught me so much that now my standards are so high that
That's what I'm
I can't find nobody to meet them.
Right. And there ain't no hurry.
And she's afraid that she ain't gonna never meet the stand. And I told her, I said, baby, look.
She'll meet him. He's out there.
The law of attraction, you attract what you are. I don't care if it's only 5 good ones at the college and the other 3,000 are terrible, bad, cheaters, whatever. You will attract what you are. So to the women out there, they feel like they can't find a man. I had a conversation with another woman a couple of years back. She was single. She said, ain't nothing left out here. It ain't nothing but trash.
It is hard now. It is hard.
Ain't nothing left out here. And I was like, you can't find no good one? She was like, ain't nothing good out here. I was like, I was like, well, then it's got to be something wrong with you.
No, why you say that?
Because you attract what you are.
Okay, so if we think about it for a second, each and every man would think about it for a second. In our workplaces, in our churches, in our homes, in our community organizations, how many single women are there versus married women?
Triple.
The majority are now single.
Right.
That we come into contact with. Are they all the problem?
No, I don't believe they are all the problem. I don't think so, but I think a lot of them are. I think you attract what you are. I hold fast to the law of attraction.
Okay.
Whatever's in the world, what you are, you're going to attract that to you.
Okay.
I don't care how few or how minuscule it is. You're going to attract it to you. Now, there may be a lot of men that's trying to present themselves as what you are.
Now, see, you just said a mouthful. So therefore, the law of attraction is hard to, it may be true, but it's not real in the lives of people because we are not presenting who we are in a
when
relationship.
You first meet them.
There you go. Okay.
Most men send their representative when you first meet them.
There you go. Okay.
But if you follow the proper protocol, which a lot of women don't do, you're supposed to become.
We all have needs.
Yeah, I mean, when you're grown, when you're grown and sexy, I ain't mad at y'all for just know what you're getting yourself into.
Right.
You're supposed to become friends with a man first before you decide you're going to go to church with him, before you decide you're going to open your legs. I don't care what a man does. He can't do nothing until a woman opens her legs. He can't do nothing. No matter how much game he got, no matter how much he talk, how much he spend, he can't do nothing with you until you open your legs. So women are the prize. Women set the standard. And women are in command.
But how can they be the prize when we don't treat them as the prize?
That's right.
Too many have been hurt. Too many have been abused. Too many have been used. So how are they supposed to feel like they are the prize when we're not treating them as such?
I feel that because in today's climate, it looked like men are the prize. Because women outnumber the men. There are so few good men. So men are now being treated as the prize. Oh, he's the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Oh, he's a rapper. Oh, he's an actor. Oh, he's a professional ball player. He's the prize. Let me go get him. And women throw themselves at men thinking he's the prize when she actually is. And if you just sit back and respect your majesty and honor yourself, you will attract, again, he gonna show up. He will show up. That's what I truly believe in. But in today's climate, some things change. With the saying that, cause me and my wife, we're working on the book right now, and one of the chapters in the book is called "How to Get a Successful Man and Keep Him." And she was disagreeing with that title because she's like, it's the woman that's supposed to be kept.
The man's supposed to keep the woman.
Yeah, right. The man is supposed to be working to keep the woman.
Right, right.
But I was like, baby, in today's climate, that's not how it is. That's how it's supposed to be. But how it is, a lot of women are not equipped to keep men.
Is that because this is a male-dominated society? It has always been a male-dominated society, so therefore men dictate the way it's supposed to be? The way we want it to be, not the way it's supposed to be, the way we want it to be.
Yeah, right. Okay. I think men have shifted from supposed to be to want to be.
To what we want to be.
We want you to take off your clothes.
Right.
We want you to dress skimpy.
We want you to do for us.
Yeah, we want you to be easy.
Right.
We want you to open your legs on the first, second date.
Right.
Don't.
And if you don't do it, I'm gonna go find somebody else that will. Therefore, you left alone.
And there's so many that will.
Absolutely.
So it makes it hard for the woman that's trying to hold her standards.
It makes it very difficult.
Very difficult.
When they don't stand together and all be committed to this, we have value.
Right.
It makes it hard for those that are trying to have value.
Right.
Damn near impossible. You have to really stand strong.
Well, it feels like it. It feels impossible.
It's tough.
But I tell a woman, there are two types of women. Okay. There's one woman that's going to go through 20 men in 5 years. Because she's trying to get to that.
What you call her?
I'm not going to say that she a hoe.
Did you say 20 men in 5 years? Okay.
Some people think that ain't a lie.
I got something to call her, but I'm not going to say it on this show, even though it is Cuss and Discuss.
Then you got the woman that's been single for 5 years and only dated 2 men.
Mm-hmm. Waiting trying to do it the right way.
Trying to do it the right way.
Right.
But during that 5th year, if he shows up and y'all get married and ride off into the sunset, you did well. So what I'm saying is, don't get suckered into the trend of society today that says that you are supposed to date as many men, fuck as many men as you can.
They are trying to play the game because they've seen men play it for so long.
Yeah, they playing it.
So now they're trying to play it.
Women are playing the game so well, they've become the man in the household. Which begs me to ask,
wow,
why are we failing so much as men in society today? Jay, I want to ask, what do you think men are failing at the most? Top 3, and what do we need to do about it?
We are failing at, first of all, recognizing what makes us a man. That's I believe our number one problem. We don't understand what really qualifies me as a man. Is it because I turned 18?
Right.
Or was it because I turned 21? Is it because I'm 25?
Right.
Is it because I have a job now and I pay my own bills? Now
right.
I'm a man. I can beat my chest and say I'm a man.
Right.
What makes me a man? I believe we don't know that, and therefore that's our first failure.
I think that a lot of men believe that if I got hair on my chest,
there we go,
and I got facial hair, and I got hair on my balls,
there we go,
and I got a big ass dick, and I can beat it up, and I can make her cry and scream and make her leg twitch in the bed.
You're talking Cuss and Discuss.
And
now.
I can eat it right.
You keeping it real.
And I can get a job.
Yeah.
And I got a nice car. And I can buy a house. And I got my own money. Shit, hey, what you want to do?
I'm a man.
That's it. I'm a man. I've arrived.
The problem is that's not the definition of a man.
That ain't.
So therefore, women are going after those things that you just named.
Right. They've been programmed to go after that.
There you go. So they believe if he got he got a nice car, that means he got money.
Right.
No, that means he has a car payment. That means he spent money on a car versus spending money on what really matters, because the car, if y'all honest with yourselves, really doesn't matter.
Right.
But yet we see the shiny car, so we believe he got money. We see his, this is Cuss and Discuss. We see his package in his jeans.
Right.
Come on, women, y'all.
The gray sweats.
Y'all know y'all looking.
Yeah, the gray sweats. Yeah.
There you go. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. And because you see it, you say, he can do something with that. So therefore, we're going after the wrong thing. And men know what they want. We know what you're looking at. So therefore, we
present it.
There you go.
We work hard at presenting it.
So I really don't have to be a man to get
Oh.
A woman.
Wow.
That's our problem.
I can just be a grown boy.
A grown boy swinging all the dick I want to swing.
Yeah.
And y'all happy with that until you guys realize as women, you know what?
Oh shit.
That dick,
This funk ass ain't what I thought he was.
that dick ain't doing it for me. You know that?
Yeah.
You know, it only took me so far. Now what do we have to? You know,
Right.
What do we have?
Right.
That's, I believe, our number one failure. Understanding what being a man is. And here's the definition, in my opinion. It's Jay's opinion, not Barry's opinion, not Cuss and Discuss opinion. In order for us to be a man, we must first recognize that life is not about us.
Okay.
And that we are to build around our circle and lift up people within our circle. Men care about their circle, their influence in society.
Right.
They want to be builders, lift people up, whether it's our kids, our wives. You know, so as soon as we make it in football, we look at the television on and the camera pointers and we, hi, mama.
Yeah.
Because now we're ready to lift up mama.
Right.
We're ready to give back to mama. Men are all about others around them and not just themselves.
Right.
That's the first definition of being a man. So if you're talking to someone that has good game, you can figure out whether or not he's a man just from the conversation he's having.
That's right, because game run out.
There you go.
And if you're a woman and you know how to discern,
There you go.
and you know how to have a damn conversation,
Powerful.
then you can figure out who he really is.
There you go.
The game gonna get pushed to the side. We're gonna get quick. Me and my wife, we have fun. We went on a date and we acted like we didn't know each other, and we started talking as if we met each other for the first time. And I was like, oh shit, what am I gonna say next? Cause she just cut through all the bullshit.
Oh wow.
So women that know how to cut through the bullshit,
Right.
you're gonna figure out who he really is.
Right.
Then you have to ask yourself this question: do I want to help build a life with him?
Yeah. Wow.
Or do I want to find somebody else? Because I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
Powerful.
If you are between 20 years old and 35, you're probably gonna get with a man that you're gonna have to help build a life
There
with.
you go. There you go.
He not gonna come already built. Life already built, house already paid for, car, 3 cars. He got a NRA account. He got index fund account. He got bank in Belize. He the shit that happened to Lisa Ray, meeting the dude in Turks and Caicos and getting flied over. That don't happen a lot.
Wait. Just remember what we're talking about, and we're gonna come right back to it. What happened with Lisa Ray? Something happened here recently. What happened?
Lisa Ray, she was recently on an episode of Uncensored. She married a dude, the president of Turks and Caicos.
Okay.
She met him. He flew her out there.
Okay.
It's an island.
Right.
He wined and dined her. And see, Lisa Ray is what I would call a goddess. There's not a lot of them that exist no more. Women like that attract men like that.
But she just recently got a divorce too, though, didn't she?
She divorced his ass.
Okay.
Because he was foul. He started messing around on it. He started hollering at other women. She blames it on Dwayne Martin.
Right. That's okay.
Blame Dwayne Martin need his ass whooped, by the way. Lisa, if you ever, just saying.
Because he was introducing.
Introducing him to other women.
Okay.
And Dwayne Martin was supposed to be her friend, as she thought.
Right. Like a brother to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he flew out there, Turks and Caicos, wined and dined her. She became the queen or whatever,
right.
She was doing her thing out there, and it all went to shit.
Wow.
Because a man that was in a king position didn't know how to be a king.
Wow.
And so women, I would say, there are kings out here. There are men out here, real men. And there are single men out here, but we just don't know that we have to match or meet the standard. Because we've been told by society that we can do the minimal and get you up out of your clothes.
Get you all the nut that you want.
Right.
That's the truth.
And we want to test drive cars. We like test driving cars.
Yeah, we do.
We like looking at
And
cars.
we like them when they fast too.
Yeah, we like getting off in them and rubbing on the leather.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Starting them up.
Shit.
And then we bring it back and we go to the next car. But I look, ever since I can remember, shit, 8, 9 years old.
Okay.
I was told, get as much pussy as you can.
All right.
You a hoe ass dude for not getting no pussy.
Mm-hmm.
You still a virgin. You a punk.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I was taught. All my homeboys was virgins lying to me saying they already had got some. So I'm out there getting some at 13 thinking that I'm late. I thought I was late at 13.
You was a hoe. Mm-hmm. You was a hoe. For sure.
But I don't know, Jay. I heard you was earlier than me. But
what were we talking about before Lisa?
Anyway, the other two biggest
right.
things that men are failing at
Right.
today and what we can do to fix it. One was we don't know what a man really is. And I'll piggyback on it and say, being a man is about character.
There you go. There you go.
If I told you to get out a pencil and paper and write down the characteristics of your real manhood, what would you write down on that paper? And if you say, shit, I don't know, then we got a problem. If all you can write down is shit, I work, I pay the bills.
My job. Your job is not.
Your job don't make you a man.
No, it does not. No matter how much money you make, it does not make you a man.
It's what you do after you get your paycheck that
there you go.
concedes
There you go.
if you a man.
There you go.
It's how you treat the women in your life.
There you go.
Not just your wife, women, period.
There you go.
Do you know what the female species really represents on this earth? How do you treat children? Are you one of them dudes that pull up at the school in the morning, bumping rap music, cussing loud, dropping kids off? I'm dropping my son off at school, dude rolling up, bumping loud ass cuss music. I'm at the car wash trying to wash my car, trying to teach my son how to wash a car. Dude pull up beside me, vacuuming his car, bumping cuss music. You see my 8-year-old son right here. This is the type of shit that I be talking about.
You don't care. Right.
Don't give a damn about kids.
Right.
You know it's wrong because I read it in your spirit when you saw me. You know it's wrong, but you don't care. You're going to keep acting like you don't know. But this is the kind of stuff that men do. That these are the kind of things that make a man a man. You see a kid, you become cautious. You see a woman, you become kind. You see some money, you become an investor. You see some money, you think about your future. What have you done for your future? What tone have you set in your household? Is your household peaceful? Does your household have harmony?
It depends on who you're married now. That peaceful stuff now. Wait, slow down.
But it's the man that sets the tone in the household.
Correct.
And it's the woman that nurtures the tone that he set. Men are supposed to create an environment for a woman to be peaceful and healthy in.
That's true.
An environment is supposed to surround a woman like the Garden of Eden surrounded Eve when she arrived.
Okay.
So those are some of the things. I'm not going to get into all of them because it take too much time, but what are two more things, Jay, that you would say men are really failing at?
First one, they must know what first being a man is. And number two for me is being a protector of that circle. We as men are not protectors of women, and therefore that goes back to that point. Women don't feel valued, yet we tell them that they are queens, but we're not protecting them as if they are. Now, in this, once again, we're speaking to an audience.
Right.
Some women now, we've gotten to a point that they don't want to be protected by a man. That they are so much of women libers that they don't even want you to open the door for them. They don't want you to show chivalry towards them. They are independent enough. They are equal enough that we don't have to protect them as if they are some docile creature.
Right.
But let me tell you something. Women, if you're dealing with a man, it's a man's job to protect his circle.
And most men think protection mean look out, whoop a dude ass if you try to threaten your wife.
Right.
Protection is so much more than that.
So much more than that.
And
so much more than that. It's all about really construction.
Right.
Because if we're honest with ourselves, if you've already arrived to where you are going to end up in life as far as who you are as a person, then you have a problem. We're all under constant construction. We're all building a life that's more pleasing to ourselves, to our families, and yes, to God.
Right.
So there's constant growth in relationships, in us as people. So we are to continually build our family. Just because we build them once doesn't mean we not get to sit back and say, look at what a great job I did. We never stop teaching.
It continues.
We never stop encouraging. We never stop giving them the security that they need. Listen, if you really want a woman to do for you, you must first do for that woman.
That's right. That's right. And as a man, you need to do for yourself, because men will always choose a woman based on how he sees himself first. And you must do for yourself first. So then when you present yourself to a woman, you ain't got to run game, because you coming correct.
But how do I do for myself?
You do for yourself by checking your intestinal fortitude. What's your strength? How strong are you? What have you been through? What have you persevered through?
Wow.
How do you deal with pain?
Wow.
How do you deal with...
I didn't expect for you to go there. That's good stuff.
Did some deep stuff.
That's good stuff.
How do you deal with when God ain't giving you what you want and you angry at him? How you deal with that? How do you deal with when you say prayers and some of them don't come to fruition? How do you deal with things popping up in your life that you didn't expect? How do you deal with a disrespectful family? How do you deal with disrespectful kids? How do you deal with money? How do you deal with your friends that you grew up with? You done worked so hard to grow as a man that now hanging around them feel like this is something I shouldn't be doing. Right. And now you feel alone because you can't find new friends because your old friends ain't growing with you. Right. You growing, your friends ain't growing with you. What am I supposed to do?
Let them go.
Let them go. But how do you deal with that internally?
Right.
How do you deal with sadness internally? How do you deal with anger? Do you use anger as a strength to propel you forward, or do you use anger to self-destruct on the inside? Men die. Men contract diseases and have heart attacks and strokes because they don't know how to deal with anger.
From the inside.
On the inside. What's going on the inside of you? Are you living through fear? How do you handle fear? Do you even know you living through fear? If you are afraid of what's going to happen tomorrow because of what somebody said yesterday, you might be living through fear. Then that's attracting a whole different type of circumstances in your life. These are all the kind of things that
I need a notepad, man. I should have brought a notepad, man.
When you watch Cuss and Discuss, you need to bring your damn notepad. I'm trying to tell you.
Jot this stuff down.
Especially being a black man in America, we have to fight so damn hard just to make it. We got to make it through the anger. We got to make it out of
the deficit.
The deficit
that we come from.
The Batman movie. Was it Batman? What was that Batman movie where he had to climb out of that cave? Where the dude broke his back and he got thrown down in that cave in the jail and he had to climb out. Every black man has to climb out of that hole.
Climb out of a hole, right?
Every black man has a hole he got to climb out of. Other men just walk out the house in the morning. Black men have to crawl, climb out of a hole, and then go build something.
Right.
And then you got other black men that hate on you. You got to fight through the haters. Then you got to fight through the jealous dudes. Then you got to fight through the dudes trying to fight you. Then you got to fight through the black men that's on top but don't want to help you. Then you got to fight through the women that's trying to get your money. Then you got to fight through all this other shit. That's why I tell black men, you got to read, man. We must read. Whatever you missing out of your life, if you ain't read a book on it, what you expect?
Right.
And then we bring all that and get with a woman and throw all that on her.
Wow.
And weigh her down.
Well, now she already has her own baggage.
Yeah, she already got her own
that
stuff.
She has to deal with. Right.
But as men, especially black men in America, we need to learn how to deal with pain more. We need to learn how to deal with grief, anger. Because to a black man, anger, pain, and grief, that's normal everyday living for us. I was watching the interview with Charlamagne the God and Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane was like, shit, I don't even know how to grieve. A black man saying he don't even know how to grieve. He done seen so much murder.
Most don't.
It's normal.
Most don't.
And then when it's time for us to be there emotionally for our women, we can't because we bankrupt emotionally. We bankrupt.
Right.
I don't know how to do this. My wife going through something right now that I'm having trouble providing emotional stimulation for her.
Yeah.
Because I'm in a deficit emotionally.
Right.
And I say this to people ask me what is your definition of success? And I say this is the correct definition of success.
Okay.
When you are spiritually, emotionally, physically, socially, financially healthy. When you are healthy in all those areas, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, socially, financially healthy, you successful.
I can't get away with two out of the. Come on.
It's hard being a man, ain't it?
Let a brother have a fighting chance. Can I at least do two?
Hey, it depends on which two that is. And a lot of us men, we wake up every day and focus on the financial.
Right.
And think we good. But we don't focus on all the other things. And I want to implore every man out there, man, get healthy in all those areas. If you don't know how, read. If you ain't in the church that's got a man of God that's feeding you this, you need to go to another church.
And then that's also why brotherhood is so important.
To be around other men.
That are, because honestly, I don't care what your financial status is, what your marital status is, what neck of the woods you're from. We all deal with the same issues.
Yep.
Period.
That's right.
So it's good to be around other men so that we can discuss some of those issues and bounce things off of each other in order to grow as men. The reality is most of us, that hole you was talking about earlier, that deficit that we have, most of us are there because daddy was not in our lives.
Right.
Daddy was not there to show us how to walk through life. So therefore, we end up looking at pictures and people that were not necessarily good role models to us. So therefore, we're at a deficit. We don't know how to be men. But the reality is, if we get around other men and we have real conversations about manhood,
right? Not just the normal everyday.
None of this bullshit about what you do for a living.
What did you? The weather and all this bullshit.
Listen. The next man that I'm serious about this. The next man that asks me what I do for a living, I'm a cuss him flat out.
Because it's all
about sizing you up.
Yeah.
Trying to see whether or not you belong. Trying to see if you can have
I
value.
Should continue with you.
If I have value.
Value.
Listen, my value is not in my job.
Right.
Come on now, get real, guys.
That's what society made it.
Exactly. There's so much more to being a man than just your job.
Right.
We can talk about a host of things and realize we got a whole lot more in common than just how much money I make.
Right.
By the way, I do belong, by the way. Okay. Just to let you know.
Yeah, we in there. We in there, but it's so much more to it.
So much more to it.
Yeah, don't ask me about the damn weather. Bro. It's bro. Come on. That just mean you ain't got shit else to talk about. You
much more.
You're not intellectual. You're not there.
That's right.
I like to talk to people that like to have real conversations.
Real conversations.
Stimulating conversations.
That's right.
That's where I'm at with mine.
And conversations that show, honestly, I don't have it all together.
Right. And a lot of men can't show that.
A lot of men can't do
that I ain't got it all together.
Right.
I don't know something.
Right.
And I just what I want to just say, man, look, I don't understand why society is asking us to be feminine, but that shit need to stop. It really does, because little boys watching.
Well, I mean, probably to a degree, because we have failed so much at being men. Once again, we don't know what being a man is.
Right.
So now society is trying to give us a definition of what they think we should be.
Right.
That could be the reason why. Because I mean, the just look at history. Mm-hmm. We have failed.
I think we like trivializing. We love trivia. We like to trivialize what's right, what's wrong, what's cool, what's not. Now you had Barack Obama.
Right.
Barack Obama is a great example of a man.
I agree.
And your ass will still go behind that and trivialize and say, bro.
Yeah.
There are good examples out here in society, bro.
None of us are perfect.
But we want to run over there where in the crowd where the people say, do what the fuck you feel like.
Right.
And that is right.
Anything goes.
Anything goes.
Right.
That's the correct way to be.
Wow.
No, it ain't.
Wow.
There's a correct arrangement of doing things, and that was established by God. Right. There's a difference between right and correct.
Right.
There's a difference between wrong and incorrect. Society determines what's right and wrong. God determines what's correct and incorrect.
There you go.
So y'all over here with the wrong and right. I'm over here with the correct and incorrect. That's why so many people disagree with me on certain stuff. Mm-hmm. We just on two totally different playing fields when we come to thinking. Mm-hmm. I think. I don't necessarily succumb to what gives me pleasure or what makes me feel stimulated on a day-to-day basis. I can be real and say, hey, that's incorrect. And I might not be doing it, or I may be incorrect, but I'm real enough to say that's incorrect.
Correct.
And as men, we need to do this. And there they go on Facebook. There they go. Well, what make you say, what make you think, oh, he know everything? And nah, bro, I study, I read, and I'm real. That's what it is.
In line with what you're saying right now, one of the problems in society that we are all suffering from, whether we know it or not, whether we pinpoint it or not as being the problem, it's a problem. Mm-hmm. And that is men, we get into relationships. We are part of that woman's life. We reproduce with that woman. And we leave for whatever reason.
Right.
And move on with our lives, whether we're with her for a month, 2 months, 2 years, 10 years. We leave that situation broken, mm-hmm. and we move on to a new relationship. Now we're on the other side of town. Today's world means we can be down the street, actually.
Right.
And now we start a whole new situation with another woman.
Right.
And we reproduce with that woman. But this time we're a little bit more enlightened, and we say that we're going to do our part in our kids' lives. And we have 2 kids over here with this woman, and we're going to love this woman, and we're going to take care of these kids. But we cannot forget the brokenness that we left behind.
Right.
So we as men, because we are builders of those that are around us, we need to, in society as a whole, we need to have conversations with our wives, with our significant others that we're currently with, and say, honey, you know what? As a man, I need to go back and apologize to those kids, apologize to that woman for what I created in their lives. If we would apologize, men, we could really heal a lot of hurt and pain in society.
Right.
But because we're so egotistical, we just don't know how. We refuse to apologize. We move on as if our shit don't stink and all that we're doing now is good. And we know we left brokenness behind. Now, when you go back to apologize, it's important that you apologize and not blame anybody for what took place.
Right.
We're not looking for blame at this point because we have moved on with our lives. The simple point of apologizing is so that, number one, you as a man can now, in the quiet time and stillness that you have, you know what you did wrong.
Right.
You may work all day, you may be with your wife and be with your family, but in the stillness of time, you know what the thoughts that come to you in your mind that I did wrong by them. Go back to them and apologize to heal yourself. But not only heal yourself, to allow those kids to see that you were flawed and that we all are flawed. To allow that woman to understand that it wasn't her, that she wasn't the problem, because many women go through life blaming themselves for what men do to them.
Yeah.
So, digging out of the hole, coming out of the hole, now arriving, you still left a trail of devastation behind you. Go back and fix what you've done so that that woman can now be healthy and whole for somebody else and stop doubting herself, so that those kids can now be healthy and whole and go into relationships with people without doubting themselves.
Let me say this. When we talking about kids and women, men who having kids, baby daddies, let me just say something to y'all right quick. If you sleep with a woman unprotected,
Wait.
if you have irresponsible sex with a woman or a young lady, you need to be ready to take care of her and the child if she get pregnant. That's what a real man would do.
That's what a real man has to do.
Not just the kid.
Wow.
This ain't just getting the kid on the weekend, taking them to Champs and buying them some Jordans.
This brother's powerful, y'all.
Taking them to Chuck E. Cheese, Six Flags, bowling alley.
The truth.
Getting them some nachos.
You ain't doing
dropping
shit.
Their ass back off.
You ain't doing shit.
You supposed to take care of the woman and the child.
There you go.
Man, I ain't got enough money to do all that, bro.
Then you shouldn't have slept with her.
Then don't do that, bro.
Unprotected.
Or wear a condom, bro. Be responsible.
There you go.
Pull out.
Wait a minute now.
My pull-out game strong.
Well, no, it ain't.
You better put a rubber on. And when you nut off in that rubber,
wait a minute.
Stop. Because them rubbers break. If you nut off in that rubber and you try to keep going, try to get you another one,
wait now.
Them rubbers break.
Whoa.
You know.
This conversation got real.
I'm not going to say how I know that, but I'm just going to say.
This conversation got real quick.
But
wow.
Men, take care of women.
Be
man.
responsible.
Take care of women like you would want somebody to take care of your mama.
There you go.
Be responsible. Black men, let me just say this to y'all, especially young men, and we need to spread this to every young man around the country.
All right.
Let's build families.
There we go. We got to have them.
We need to start building families.
We got to have them.
I say family, I mean one household. You only got one girl pregnant. You married that girl, and y'all built a family.
There you go. That was a man and a woman with their offsprings.
Right.
Okay.
That's it.
We got to start building.
We got to start doing
that model. We got to build it.
That needs to be established.
Oh, man. Re-established. It once was established.
Yeah.
It needs to be re-established.
Re-established.
It is not a bad thing to have a family.
No, it's cool.
Exactly.
It's cool to do that.
Exactly. Wow,
and if you've been divorced and you got a blended family, everybody just need to get along.
That's fine.
Be an adult.
That's fine.
Get along. And remember, you marry somebody that's divorced. You marry somebody that got kids. Don't be getting mad at her. Don't be having animosity toward her.
Right.
Don't be having animosity toward him.
Right.
You chose to marry somebody that was once married to somebody else that got kids. It's stuff that come with that. You need to be an adult and deal with that.
Right.
And some of y'all that got divorced, you looking for another husband. God saying, that's your husband right there.
You left him.
You shouldn't left him. That's gonna be your husband until you die, whether you accept that fact or not. That's why you ain't found another husband.
It's
getting tight. But it's 2 o'clock.
We're gonna have more man talk because this is good stuff here.
We're gonna have to do another man talk session.
Do more. Yeah, absolutely.
Jay, it was cool, man. It was good.
You are the man.
But it's Cuss and Discuss podcast, and we're gonna get up out of here. We see y'all next week.
Peace, folks. Push that button.
Yeah.
Oh, did he push it?